Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. We're getting closer and closer to 8 o'clock, but this morning I want to introduce you to somebody whose name you've probably heard before. Cherise Ransome joins us on set. Good morning, Cherise.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Nice to have you here with us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Tell me a little bit about how your journey has been so far in music. How have you been enjoying that journey?
There's been a lot of highs and lows, I can say that for sure. But I'm grateful all in all for the journey. I'm grateful to be here, to be at the point of completing it. But yes, like everything in life, there are moments of, successes, and then there are points where you're like, okay, yeah, you need to put a little more effort to overcome.
Yeah.
So
what gives you the drive to keep going?
the fact that I know God has called me to this, so I think it's more like He kind of pushes me to keep getting back up every time I take a hit,
All right.
So
I understand you have an album launching this coming Friday.
I do.
Tell me about the album.
Okay, the album is titled The Bridge, and it really speaks to overcoming. As I mentioned before, we go through things and we just have to keep picking ourselves back up again and again. And it's really about resilience. It's about healing through, seeking God and going inward and just being persistent and overcoming. So
a lot of artists haven't been releasing albums locally. We see some, but not a lot of artists have been releasing albums. What inspired you to say I'm going to do a full-length album?
It just made sense to me. Over the years, I've been releasing singles. And for the style of music that I do, I felt it was best for me to put forward a compilation with a proper theme.
Yeah.
And just have a solid body of work out that people could really appreciate and enjoy.
And you write your own music as well?
Yes, I do.
So you wrote the entire album?
Yes. There's one song that there was a writer outsourced from West Africa.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But yes, the other songs on the album is me.
And production-wise?
I worked with various producers, both local and international. And yes, so 5 songs on the album. There's actually live music from really renowned musicians in Jamaica. So I've had the privilege of working with some really amazing, legendary musicians, and I'm really grateful for that.
How long have you been working on this album?
Ooh. About 6 years. The first song was recorded in 2018.
Yeah.
So it's been a while. It's been a journey.
And that is the part that I don't think people really grasp and they take for granted how long this process takes. You mentioned 6 years to work on one album. People buy it, they stream it, or they don't in some cases, and they just take it for granted.
Yes.
But if you had to give a message to Trinidad and Tobago and the world looking at you to say why they should support this album, why they should go and listen to it, I imagine it's going to be out on the streaming platforms and all that good stuff.
Yes.
So if you had to tell them why they should support, why would they? Why should they?
Listen, Trinidad and Tobago is teeming with talent. And I think, at times, creativity is very important. I think we take it for granted. There's so much healing that could occur through music, through creativity. And it's something that I believe people need to take a little more seriously. Look at the problems that we have in the world. We don't really understand the importance of seeking God, going inwards, and really fulfilling your purpose. I would advise anybody to really just dig deep and to try and figure out what your purpose is and try and achieve that. And this album specifically is something that I know I was called to do, to touch the lives of the people that would encounter this. And I would encourage you to go get the album, see what it's about, and, I'm sure you would be able to relate to the content on the album. So go get it.
All right. Speaking of the content of the album, we're going to premiere one of the songs this morning.
Yes.
It's called Tears on Olive Oil, which I find to be a very, very interesting name. But Cherise is going to get into the song, and we will get the opportunity to get an idea as to what that means. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage each and every one of you to go out there and make a difference today now, because together we aspire, and if together we perspire, and together we most definitely can achieve. On behalf of Natasha Lake and the entire team here at TTT, I want to wish you a beautiful day today. We'll see you guys tomorrow, God's willing. We'll be celebrating Emancipation Day in fine style. Well, our version of it at least. So Cherise Ransome takes us to the top of the hour. Cherise, Tears on Olive Oil.
You might know the name, but you don't know the story. You might see the face, but to God be the glory. It's Tears and olive oil got me where I am today. You might see the name, but you haven't felt this pain. Tears and olive oil, to God be the glory. Tears and olive oil, don't olive oil, to God be the glory. Tears and olive oil. I cannot continue without telling you. The road is winding and the sun is set on me. Many times, one thing's for sure, just let some time pass. Once you get on your knees and pray, see nothing could block your way. Tears and olive oil, to God be the glory. Tears and olive oil, you don't know the story. It's tears and olive oil got me where I am today. You might see the name, but you cannot walk this way. Oh, 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 oh. Tears and olive oil, to God be the glory. Tears and olive oil, you don't know the story. Tears and olive oil, to